Hi. I have no idea if you can even hear me. My lights don't allow for me to not have the exhaust fan on. I've got a mic here. We'll see. I feel like everything is dirty. My mirror's dirty. My teeth are dirty. Hold please. I feel like now I know why all these influencers have like perfectly curated clean places, because I'm so embarrassed. Like everything's so dirty. I'm toying with an idea right now of just documenting more of the day-to-day process of becoming a filmmaker and being a creative. I think a lot of times I don't get as much done in a day as I would like to. And filming it always feels like this extra task you've now imposed upon yourself. But at the same time, I think there's something to be said for like, oh, well, if an audience is watching you, you get more done. Maybe that's an ADHD hack. It's kind of like body doubling in a way. And not to say that I would think anyone would even want to watch this, but sometimes having a nice little scrapbook of your life and showing where you are in the journey, I think is helpful. I do think for people who want to watch, it is helpful to see what a day-to-day might look like, and obviously not a pretty and curated one. I haven't reached that level yet. Sometimes I think I get overwhelmed by all the different things I could be working on. When I finally start to work on something, I'm like, wow, this is taking way longer than I thought it should. I think I should keep it like this. What do you think? At the same time, I don't want to become someone who doesn't feel like they don't have ownership over their privacy and their private life, and that everything is filmed for content. That's always kind of like this line I feel like you're walking when you're documenting the process versus now your entire life is available for consumption and becomes performative in a way, because everything can be content. So I'm trying to figure out exactly what that boundary is and how I can share things that are going on in my life and what I'm working on and what I hope I could build an audience around, the people that are excited to see these kinds of film projects and excited to see the kind of stuff that I'm working on, and hopefully we can all help each other out. But at the same time, I don't want to, I at least want to be very mindful about what I'm sharing. And yeah, I guess that's my question is, can you really be at your most authentic if you're filming it for posterity? They say that like, that's the trend right now. Everyone wants things that feel authentic, especially with like AI coming out. We're kind of done with like the overly curated feeds because AI can copy that so well. People just want a human and a human experience. But at the same time, I think there's a law in like quantum physics or something that says just by observing something, you change it. And definitely, I feel like Hawthorne's law, what is it, Hawthorne, where if you know you're being watched, your behavior changes. Now, I'm hoping I can use that in a positive way. You guys, if I feel like somebody's watching, then maybe I'll actually do the things that I say that I'm going to do. Extra incentive, a little extra motivation to become the person that I'd like to become. Because quite honestly, far too much of my life right now is spent scrolling social media, consuming other people's lives, saying, oh, that would be cool, I should try that, and then quite literally never trying it. I have 10 different projects, 5 that have been started, that are in various states of pre-production or ideation. And it's just frustrating to go literal years now without feeling like progress is happening in any meaningful way, because I get a little too distracted. It's not just like distracted so much as I have so many things I want to do, and people say, you need to prioritize and definitely focus on one or two. And I'm like, no, I need to have everything in my life all at once right now. It must happen right now or I'm a failure. So we're also going to work on strengthening that self-talk, being better about that. Better about that, please. Ugh. My chapstick, a little bit of color, and gloss, because we're fun. We deserve to have fun in our lives. Mwah! One of the things I've really been trying to work on is I have a short film that I've been doing with a directing workshop. And this is like a less than 10-minute short. It's meant to be in one location, constrained to 2 characters. Mine has 3. And I present my project next week. And so I'm trying to implement some of the things we've been learning in class. And one of those is, I'll link this video that we watched on Francis Ford Coppola as he prepared for The Godfather. He went through and tore out every page of the book and added like a paper border around it so that he could take notes. And it made me realize how little pre-production I've done on my previous projects, which primarily because I was doing them as part of like a 2-week film challenge. So think of like your 48-hour, there just like wasn't the actual time. But still, that being said, just the amount of like analytical work, figuring out, okay, what does this camera movement say about my character? What is the dialogue saying here? Who has the power dynamics? Really just going through and meticulously analyzing the script and figuring out how you would want to shoot it. That's basically what I want to work on today. One of the big things that I took away from the video, and I hope you watch it, is to establish what is the purpose of each scene. Like, what is the scene needed for the theme of the story? Does it all tie back together? What's the dramatic need of the scene? What's the narrative need of the scene? Is it moving the action forward? Is it revealing something about your character? So this has been interesting for me to go through and kind of see, okay, is this part even needed? So yeah, I'm just going to take a little bit to kind of keep working on the script and see if some new things can come up. All right, my timer went off for that. I'm going to keep working on it, but before I take a lunch break here, I'm going to post a reel to social media. I've been trying to show up more there as well as I'm building the audience. So I went to the beach this week and I just got a cute little something that I'm going to throw up there because not everything has to be so complicated. You can make it easy. I love that question. Tim Ferriss asked that a lot, actually. Like, what would this look like if it were easy? So I took a little video at the beach, and I'll post that. Beautiful. All right, that took like 10 minutes. That's not too bad. Okay, beautiful. All right, I'm going to break for lunch. Okay, I've finished my lunch, and I'm getting like very antsy. I just want to scroll on Instagram. So I'm going to have a change of scenery and head on over to my boyfriend's apartment to do laundry because he has in-unit laundry and I don't. So I'm going to pack up a bag and take my work over there and just... This is what I mean though by like, I just feel like I'm constantly avoiding the things that I know have to get done. And I'm really interested in seeing, okay, if I actually do the things that I say I would like to do, what could I accomplish? You know? So all part of the process. We're still okay. Whew, my car said it was like 99 degrees out there. So that's fun.
LA has been in like a total heat wave, guys. Just never ending. My dad likes to say, well, what happened to... Everyone says it's 77 degrees and sunny and nice and beautiful all the time. I'm like, that is LA propaganda. The valley gets hot. Hot. All right. Starting laundry load. What's a deeper? No, not yet. Okay. Let's go work on something. I think that's definitely one of the things that I struggle with personally is just being able to do all the life admin things while getting your creative work done. I mean, it's the constant struggle, right? Of like, have a job, earn money so that you can live, but also take care of yourself, feed yourself well, exercise, and also do creative projects. I don't know. Life admin is something that I really struggle with. I don't know if this is like an undiagnosed ADHD thing. I hate to like keep going back to that too, or use it as an excuse, but definitely I'm just out of the habit of taking care of myself. So anything like washing dishes or doing my laundry or, you know, things. I just got my oil changed in my car the other day. Like these are things that I can put off for so long and shouldn't take up your full to-do list on any given day. But I do find myself struggling to make sure that my to-do list and what actually gets done off of my to-do list are things that would move the needle forward in my business and in my creative life, as opposed to just trying to survive and staying stuck in survival mode. So that's something that I personally am working on rewiring. So with that in mind, let's get back to going through this script. Kind of like halfway through of making some notes and things that I might want to go back and look at, or just making sure that what's there, again, serves its purpose for each scene. So I'm going to continue working on this. Did that for a little bit, and I'm just very aware that this is not going to be an interesting vlog. And I always wonder, like, do people mind? Like, I don't know. I think this is where I let my blocks get the best of me, because I want to show what it's really like, but I'm also aware that this vlog isn't particularly exciting or inspirational or like heavily productive or anything. It's just us hanging out, and I don't know, I wanted to give it a try, knowing that even if this isn't like, I'm not saying it always has to be like this. Girl, I don't know. Just aware that like now I've started to go on my phone instead of my camera and nothing's happening. I'm just like doing my laundry. So I'd love to hear from you if this is at all relaxing, because sometimes I put on videos like this just in the background while I'm working on my own thing too. I'd love to hear what you're working on, but also just this is what I'm doing today. And yeah, let's go back to working on the script. Okay, so I just recorded that a little bit and then went to put an alarm on my phone, like a timer, and instead started scrolling on Instagram. And I'm just reporting it to, like, I'm not going to get angry at myself. I'm just trying to show exactly where I'm at. And if this is you too, it's okay. You can still just put it down and set your timer and work on something. So here we go. I'm kind of tearing up a little bit. I had a line that was really bothering me. It was too on the nose for what the theme was, and I've been trying to rework it, and I think I came up with something that I really like. So I think this is why we do it. I'm hoping this is the reaction that the audience has. Yeah, this is why we make art, right? This is hopefully something relatable and that will stay with the audience for a while. I'm hoping I've gotten the point across in using more authentic dialogue now that gets the message across without beating you over the head with it. So yeah, that felt good. I think I'm gonna put this down for a second before I actually try to do any rewrites. So far I've just been making notes, and I want to go over to Shot Deck and see what kind of inspiration I can get for the shots. And then I stopped filming. No, my boyfriend got done with work and we ended up running some errands, and he actually sat down with me and we went through my script and really fixed a lot of like the jargon and the very kind of contrived lines. So that felt really good. The next day at work, I went through and was trying to finish a draft of the rewrite, kind of implementing all the things that we thought would make it better. And today I've been sitting here trying to finish up that process and doing a little bit of the creative dance of, okay, I'm making progress, but I can't tell if it's forward progress or backwards progress. I do think a lot of the changes are gonna make the script better, but it still doesn't feel like quite there. Even so, I am gonna send it to, since I'm presenting for my class next week, I'll be getting feedback at the next session for the directing workshop that I'm in. So I'm gonna go ahead and post it there with a couple of questions that I want them to watch out for, and we'll see what they think. You know, this is all a lesson in, what's the lesson? I think definitely starting before you're ready. Same thing with this little vlog. I don't feel like I've given you guys much to see or anything of the process, and I apologize for that. I'm just gonna let myself be bad at it. You know, I'm so sick of not making progress because letting great be the enemy of the good. I'm so sick of not making any kind of progress because I know it's not up to the standard of what I want it to be. So I'm just gonna let it be bad. This vlog can be bad, the draft can be bad. I don't think it is. But yeah, I need to get more comfortable with showing up with where I actually am and just showing up, starting. It's okay to start messy, and then let yourself get better. Let it happen in incremental steps. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on all of this. If you've got any tips or if you relate to this at all, let me know. And hopefully I'm going to keep making these to show kind of what the process is really like. And I can't wait to see what the class thinks. And yeah. All right, guys, thank you. And I will see you in the next one.